You're Hetty Feather. When have you ever been on the right side of someone in charge?
That maid with red hair, I don't trust her.
If you tell anyone, we're related. You're sisters!
Miss Emily has the rare determination to take on the establishment to become a doctor.
Good. Then that's the last we shall speak of it.
Until I go to university myself.
At your service, Master Edward.
Secret door.
Oi, that's my song.
The boy I love is...
Saved your fruit tart.
Thanks, Agnes.
Oh, now you two.
If you like Hetty, then you need to say something. You can't just sit there gawping.
I just don't see the point of that mushy stuff at my age.
That'll soon change, believe me.
Maybe we could have that walk in the garden that you promised.
I'd like that. It had been a different kind of summer at Calendar Hall.
Gideon! We're past it here!
The family were travelling on the grand tour in Europe, which meant for all of us servants, while the family's away, the staff will play.
Hetty! Tag! Come on!
We just wanted to have fun. But after a whole summer of being free, how would we go back to doing chores?
Tomorrow.
In fact, working hard was the last thing on our minds. And some of us might never want to take orders ever again.
Hetty? Lizzie? Sheila? The calendars will be on their way. They're coming back. Tomorrow.
Listen to me!
Fancy a walk in the garden?
I thought you'd never ask.
Hold on. There's dust suits need removing and cutlery to polish.
One more game.
You've been playing all summer, inside.
It's our last day of freedom.
So am I the only one working around here?
You? Maybe Sheila?
Sheila?
The boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking now at me.
All week, she's either been in Emily's room or sneaking about.
And she's had 2 baths since Sunday.
2?
If I know Sheila, I'd say she's up to something.
Like what? And with who?
Jack, Gid, keep an eye out for visitors.
Hold on, what about our walk?
Well, it'll have to wait. Agnes?
Count me in.
Blancmange. Or that. Or that last week. Ugh, who even wears pond green? Oh, I like that.
I thought he was playing detective with Hetty on the case of the mistress Sheila Ormsby.
Would be if the pantry wasn't a mess.
Oh, Lizzie can do that.
She's clearing away dust sheets. And the house needs sprucing before they all appear, and there's a cake to finish and more scones to make.
Isn't Sheila supposed to be doing that instead of sloping off? I've seen her a few times, sneaking out the east gate.
Leaving me to do her dirty work.
You're not her skivvy, Agnes. You're worth more than that. You deserve to have a bit of fun. Let's be back to work from tomorrow.
It's always now to make me feel better.
Do I?
Do you really think Sheila's stepping out with someone?
But who could it be? There's no one in Calendar Hall, and who'd be that stupid?
That's what we need to work out, isn't it? But I can't say I blame her.
Anything to skive off, I suppose.
Not that. With Hetty and Jack going walking and me and you, I mean, she's bound to feel left out.
Oh. Right.
Surrounded by romance. I would if it was me.
Not everything's about romance, though, is it?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. You're right. I deserve a bit of fun. Bye, kid.
I'll go to the east gate just in case she goes the other way.
What if I see something or she sees me?
The temporary housekeeper, Agnes. Use your initiative.
If Miss Emily can learn to be a lady at her finishing school, then so can I.
A lady? Sheila, what are you up to?
And if she wanted to have fancy frocks, she would have taken them with her. I'm just giving them an airing.
Likely story.
Don't tell me you've never wanted to dress all fancy, Agnes. Boys like it when their sweethearts look pretty. I should know.
What's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? Looking for someone?
What if I am?
Well, if you need any help, Private Wilfred Sturgis from the Queen's Own Regiment at your service.
Hetty Feather.
I'd say we're both on the lookout. I'm waiting for Miss Emily.
Miss Emily?
Met her at Hampstead Fair. She's been stepping out with me ever since.
Miss Emily sent me with a message herself. High tea in the main hall, and you're invited. Along the lane and down the main drive.
Wilfred?
We need high tea, and quick.
What happened?
Wilfred, he's on his way.
Who's Wilfred?
Private Wilfred Sturgis, Sheila's beau. Or, should I say, Miss Emily's? He's a right charmer.
What, you mean...
Someone's been dressing up and telling fibs.
This I have got to see.
Excuse me, can I help you?
I'm here to see Miss Emily. We're taking tea together.
Miss Emily? I'm sorry, there must be some...
Gideon, let me handle this. You must be Wilfred Sturgis.
And you are very pretty indeed.
I'm just Agnes.
Just Agnes, huh? Well, just Agnes. You can call me Wilf.
Nice to meet you, Wilf.
Hold on a minute.
Hetty told me we were expecting you.
Oh, the lovely Hetty.
Who is this chap?
I'll accompany you to the drawing room. Miss Emily will be along shortly. Excuse me, Jack.
Miss Emily's in Switzerland.
That's not what Wilfred thinks.
Fresh lemonade, Private Sturgis.
Don't mind if I do. And it's Wilf, remember?
Miss Emily's favourite, Wilf.
Miss Emily insisted on it for her 60th birthday party.
But I'm sure she's told you all about that. Lizzie, go and see how tea's coming along. And see if Miss Emily is on her way. Miss Emily's told you that she wants to be a doctor, of course.
More times than I can even remember.
Has Wilfred twigged yet, or is he too busy charming you?
Oh, he's a charmer now.
Right, now all we need is Miss Emily herself.
And all we need is to keep our eye on Wilfred charming Sturgis.
Right, you fetch a ladder, I'll do the talking.
Miss Emily did tell me she was partial to a bit of baking, though. The second day I met her, she brought me an iced bun. And as for her shortbread...
Bacon?
That doesn't sound like Miss Emily to me. Does it to you, Lizzie? Lizzie?
Sometimes I have that effect.
I can imagine.
Don't mind us.
Jack, Gideon, what are you doing?
Just measuring up for winter curtains.
You keep talking amongst yourselves.
Go on, Agnes. You were saying...
What are you grinning at, Feather? And if you must know, I was meeting my beau and the rotten toad stood me up.
No, he didn't.
Wilfred. Where is he?
Private Sturgis.
Wilfred!
Miss Emily Calendar to see you.
Emily, thanks for your kind invitation to your beautiful home.
It's a delight that you could join me, Wilfred. I do hope my staff have treated you well.
We've chatted so much about you.
You, your studies, your talent for baking, Miss Emily. We had no idea.
Agnes, some matters are meant to be kept private for a young lady like me. Dismissed. The lot of you.
Oh, you mean you don't want us to stay and pour tea? Not even butter a scone?
That's not like you. Are you sure you're feeling well, Miss Emily?
I said get out! Private Sturgis and I would like some time. Alone.
Fetch a fresh pot, Lizzie. Keep on serving.
I'll bring more scones too.
Sheila being Emily, how did he ever fall for it?
Who's that? Are we expecting someone?
The calendars? No, it can't be.
I believe you have prepared for my arrival. Mr. and Mrs. Calendar are expecting me.
I'm sorry, the calendars aren't back for another day.
I'm ahead of schedule. I came straight from the ship.
And you are...
Maharaja.
You may call me Master Ashok. Luggage. Really? All that nonsense the staff have been telling you?
Oh, I don't know. They seem to know you pretty well. In fact, they seem more like friends than staff to me. Isn't that right, Emily?
Oh, I never want to hear that name ever again. And I suppose you don't want to see me again either.
Yes, I will. Because let's face it, what would a wealthy young lady be doing stepping out with a lowly private like me?
Wait, what? You didn't think I was a toff?
What does it matter? I thought you were lovely. Just the way you are.
Sheila.
Sheila? That was my auntie's name.
I always knew we were meant to be Wilfred Sturgis.
I'm sorry the family aren't here to greet you.
Indeed. Ah, my tea. Is it Darjeeling? No, it's Earl Grey for... Miss Emily. Miss Emily. Then I shall take tea with her. But I want Darjeeling. Upstairs and unpacked?
You should never have gone along with your stupid plan.
I thought we were in this together.
So how do we get out of it?
We have to warn her.
No! My release must be carried on its own, with great care.
Yes, Master Ashok.
And do not open it under any circumstances. Do you understand? I do not want to dismiss you on the first day I arrive.
Miss Emily?
Not anymore. We're courting serious now, aren't we, Wilfred?
All right. Sheila, this has to stop. We've got a visitor.
Yes, my beau.
No, not your soldier. This one's a prince or something.
A prince? Why didn't you say?
Maharaja Ashok Ramchandra of the Amber Kingdom, the princely state of Jaipur.
Very pleased to meet you.
Mrs. Calendar.
Not a prince of the marrying variety, then.
And this is...
Don't you worry. I was just leaving. Barracks curfew and all that.
Wilfred, the East Gate tomorrow, remember? I'll be waiting.
Thanks for tea. Agnes.
Oh, you're welcome, Wilf.
Wilf? He doesn't let me call him Wilf.
Now, Miss Emily, let me tell you about my plans before you tell me about Calendar Hall. I'm here to be educated in England.
Can this get any worse?
Who is that?
My governess was English. I learnt so much from her, just as my grandfather, the Maharaja Prasad Singh, learnt about this house from your grandfather. And now I will learn about it from you. Excuse me, Miss Emily, Agnes, Hetty. Tea at last. Now pull up my chair and plump up my cushions. But there's no time. Small child, that is an order.
That small child has a name.
Please, listen to me. And she is a servant. Her name means nothing to me.
Well, it does to me. I've never met anyone so rude.
I am a member of a great royal dynasty.
I don't care who you are.
Whilst you sound like a shrieking peasant.
A peasant.
How dare you!
Stop that!
Please stop! Let me go! I do as I wish. Not in my house, you hear me?
Your house? Is there something I should know about? Ashok, I see you've met Sheila, who appears to be wearing Emily's dress.
Sheila? She fooled me, Mrs. Calendar, and insulted me.
Quite.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Calendar. Not to mention entertaining a soldier in the drawing room. He must have thought she was Miss Emily too.
So that's who it was sneaking away. You brought a young man into my house. It's enough to tarnish my family name, not to mention Emily's reputation.
But he's not just any young man, Mrs. Calendar. He's my sweetheart.
I only borrowed a frock for the Hampstead Fair.
That's where I met him. I had to keep it going.
Sheila, this is not the behaviour I expect from our staff, therefore the punishment must reflect the offence.
As she deserves. The way we used to treat our servants back home.
Sheila, what you did warrants instant dismissal. Therefore, I have no choice.
No, I resign.
This instant. Because it doesn't matter what you or anyone else thinks of me. My Wilfred loves me
Just the way I am.
I see.
So from now on, I'm going to be an army wife, not slaving in a kitchen.
I didn't realise you had such plans, Sheila.
Well, I have. We're getting married.
You're marrying Wilfred? Since when?
Oh, earwigging, were we? This is all your fault.
Sheila, I never meant this to happen.
Well, I might be leaving this place, but I won't miss you.
Yeah, I won't miss you either.
Not one stinking bit.
Right then. We need to crack on sharpish, tidying up these gardens. Orders for a start.
We can do it in the morning.
No, we can't. The calendars are back. Well, Mr. Calendar and Miss Emily are still in Europe, but the rest. Suppose they got word that the prince was arriving and hurried home?
Agnes is going to be in a right tizzy. I told her that today should be fun.
Hardly. Especially not for Sheila.
Why, what happened?
She got caught pretending to be Miss Emily. And now Sheila's resigned before Mrs. Calendar could give her the elbow. She's heading off today.
How does Hetty feel about all of this? Was she upset?
It wasn't Hetty who told me. I saw Lizzie in the walled garden picking flowers. For Sheila. She's getting married to Wilfred.
What?
Take this. You might need it.
What for? An army marches on its stomach.
Take it.
We'll have marriage quarters, so we won't go hungry.
Is that what he said? What about wanting to be a cook, Sheila?
What's it matter? Wilfred will give me the world. We'll be husband and wife by the end of the week.
This place won't be the same without Sheila.
Our loss is Wilfred's gain, I suppose.
Yeah, but does he really know what he's letting himself in for? He's marrying Sheila.
Maybe he's not as much of a charmer as we thought. And he could be more the settling down type.
Doesn't look like it. Wait, what if Agnes thinks that about me?
Thinks what about you?
Settling down. Now Sheila's getting married. You know what girls are like for romance.
I wouldn't worry. Agnes will be too busy being cook when Sheila's gone.
Have you tried Agnes's cooking?
Yeah, so when she does start to make you cakes, then we really need to worry.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Anyway, Lizzie told me that Mrs. Calendar's looking for a new butler now that the prince is here. Which means we won't have to fetch and carry for it.
At least that's something. What's so important about his valise anyway?
I don't know. It's a suitcase to you and me. It's one that I nearly got sacked over.
What's the matter with him? He's been nothing but trouble since he walked through the door.
George told me your late father was a complicated man. And his father. We'll look after you well. My husband is your guardian. It's my duty too.
Mrs. Calendar paying for my education is most generous.
It's nice that we can help. And while she's away, you may take Emily's room, the brightest we have.
Not as bright as the Indian sun.
We will try to make you feel at home by serving you in the manner you're used to.
You know, I left behind my mother and 3 sisters to be here. Your husband and his family. You owe us.
I've already put a notice in the newspaper for more staff. I'm sorry, I must go to William. He's unsettled after his journey.
Mother, today's not fair. I don't want Sheila to go, all because of silly, nasty Asher.
Constance.
Edwin, hurry! She's leaving! Bye, Sheila! You're the best Western nursemaid I've ever had.
And there's been quite a few of those.
Bye, Miss Constance. Bye, Master Edwin.
You will be all right, won't you?
With my Wilfred to look after me, I'll be just fine.
Well, if you need us, we'll be right here.
Need you when I'm living happily ever after? I think not, Father.
Take care, Sheila Ormsby.
Wish we could see them getting married. There's nothing sweeter than the sound of wedding bells, is there?
The dawn chorus is nice.
Well, I meant for other people, of course. I'm too busy keeping this place in check.
These are for you.
You'll make a beautiful bride. Thanks, Lizzie. Will Wilfred be waiting for you? I'll go straight to the barracks and find out, won't I?
Bye, Sheila.
Now if I were a duchess and had a lot of money, I'd give it to the boy who's going to marry me.
She does know what she's doing, doesn't she?
Yeah. Of course she does.
Right then. Young Ashlock's welcome dinner needs preparing, and we've lost our cook.
I'm sure he'll be expecting a banquet.
I want a banquet too. Carried by an Indian elephant. And served on the lawn.
Hetty, check on his lordship.
Hetty, I was hoping for that walk in the garden.
I have to keep on hoping.
What, because of some jumped-up Maharaja? We'll find a way.
Master Ashlock's arrival was a surprise to all of us, and so was Sheila's departure.
Get them potatoes on, Lizzie.
Nearly done.
What started as a childish prank had ended in disaster.
Sheila made it look easy.
Now Sheila's life had changed forever, and so would ours. Little did we know, Master Ashlock was hiding something too. Is your luggage unpacked to your requirements, Master Ashlock?
No, get out.
Now, there were far bigger secrets waiting to be unearthed at Calendar Hall. Like Sheila, we had no idea what life would hold for us that day. My old friend had left, and our newest visitor had arrived. Our next great adventure was about to begin.
I understand that you're in love with Hetty Feather. We'll have to win her. Get this out of my sight!
Absent master. Easy picking.
And who might you be?
My father will be making himself known to you in good time, so look sharp.
I bet you don't have secrets like we have.
If I tell you, would you help me?